is defined. There's no should in it. A good trade is defined by, did I follow my rules 100%? If I did, it's a good trade no matter what. No matter if it wins, no matter if it loses, it's a good trade. Because remember, we have no control over the market. We don't have a strategy that wins 100%. We're going to lose. But we can't let that affect us. That's part of trading. A bad trade, even if it wins, even if you get a trade that spikes up 1,000 pips in 5 minutes, and you're just banking money. If it wasn't in your plan, if you shouldn't have been involved in it, it's a bad trade. And what happens is traders, they get caught up in trades like that where they'll take that emotional trade, they'll click the button and Bernanke will speak and they'll shoot up 100 pips and they'll be like, all right, well, that was a bad trade, but it made money. And then the next time that same situation occurs, in their mind, they're like, well, last time I did it and it made money, so...
Or vice versa. They make a very good trading decision. They follow the plan. It loses money. And instead of looking at that in the grand scheme of things and saying, okay, I know that this is, one trade out of, hundreds of thousands that I'll take in my trading career, they look at that and say, well, last time I took that didn't work out very well. Or the last 3 trades I took were losers. So this must not be working. Process, the difference between process and outcome is that most traders are focused on the outcome. Did I make money or did I not make money? Over a specific period of time, was it profitable or was it not profitable what I did? Well, what they should be focusing on is the process. What did they do to evaluate the market? What did they do to make entry? What did they do to place their stops? And how does that process perform over time? Does that make sense?
A great example of that, you brought this up the other day in your private client group, was about the Gartley patterns in the live room. In Gartley patterns, Jason talked about it earlier. They were it's an advanced pattern, and well, for a few months in the live room, they just weren't completing at the rate that I was used to it completing at. And I was faced with a decision. Do I stop trading Gartleys because they're not meeting my expectations or not meeting my projection? Or do I trade it through and have faith in my plan that, hey, over time, meaning over the long run, years, this is going to be a profitable pattern. And although Gartley's didn't go too well the first few months, for the last 3 months, we've been on fire. Yes. And they've made so much profit. And the thing that makes you think about is like, well, if I would have stopped trading this pattern, if I would have just said, you know what, they're losers, they're not winning, and I just said, I'm not trading any more Gartley's, and made that type of emotional decision, we would have lost out on or we would never had the opportunity to gain, all the profit we did.
A lot of profit.
Yeah. And I would have been kicking myself in the butt, and I probably would have went right back to trading. Oh, they're winning now.
Yeah.
And then
catch
the drawdown.
That's exactly right. So I mean, I think that's just critical that people grasp the concept that outcome is secondary or even tertiary to what the process is that you go through as a trader. Do you guys have any questions for Akil? No, we do not trade fundamentals. We do not care about fundamentals. We don't try and anticipate them. I can explain in the after-hours session today, if you guys want to stick around, I will explain why we don't use fundamentals.
I see a good question. What made you turn to harmonics? For me, it was 2 things. First was I did dibble and dabble with mechanical systems in the past, and I just, something didn't sit right about following something that told me when to buy and when to sell. I didn't have an answer. I felt as if I didn't really have a way to improve. If the mechanical system was on a drawdown, I wasn't really able to tell, well, why are we losing? Am I making some type of mistake, or is it just the system? And at this point in my trading career, I'm a lot better psychologically, so I know the difference. You just got to follow the plan. But back then, if a trade lost, I wanted to figure out why. But really, harmonics, it just fit my personality. I like the analysis. I like reading charts. I like going through, drawing Fibonacci's on, looking at structure, and it just fit the type of trader I wanted to be.